Over the next couple of years, the number of MSA graded lambs is expected to double from its present level of just over 500,000 head. We caught up with MLA's new manager of MSA Sheepmeat, Davy Jones, while he was visiting Victorian sheepmeat processors.
A cool room in Colac is a long way from Brussels, where Davy Jones had been the Australian red meat industry's representative for Europe and Russia. Now, his task is focused closer to home.
Research that we've actually carried out has shown that amongst 45,000 consumers is that they were dissatisfied when they were buying lamb, especially the loin, up to 20% of the time. So obviously what we want to do is to improve on that.
MLA's strategy to improve the eating quality of lamb includes encouraging more producers to become MSA registered. MSA is an industry program designed to give suppliers a marketing tool and consumers more tender meat. A lot of lamb producers already turn off eligible stock, but without registration, there's no seal of approval.
It helps them become obviously customer focused, but offers another market, because there is a demand there from some of our customers, and certainly not only in Australia but in overseas market, that they want a consistent eating quality product. This program helps provide that bit of assurance.
The requirements lamb producers need to meet and the MSA registration form can be found on MLA's website.
And it's just a matter of just reading through what the requirements are, and they can actually answer a few questions there and then become almost immediately registered to be an MSA sheep producer. As effectively as I say, it's just a continuation of the good practices they're carrying out now.
Back.
Someone who ticks all the MSA boxes and a few more is Tony Rutter. He's a consumer, he's been a butcher, and he's one of the biggest prime lamb producers in the country.
We handle a lot of lambs and we just cannot breed enough lambs. We have a ewe flock of 2.5, 3, we're building it up to 4,000, but really it's such a small proportion of what we do. It's we've got to buy lambs in.
His business has him on the road most of the time, searching for good paddocks and more lambs. He buys them in at about 30 kilos and turns them off at about 47, minimising handling in between.
We try not to harass them at all. We just leave them alone and just let them put on weight, let them build up their glycogen levels, because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get it as high as we can when they hit the works.
Nutrition is critical in determining the eating quality of lamb. In the last couple of weeks before processing, crossbred lambs should be making daily weight gains of at least 100 grams, and merinos 150 grams per day. Good finishing optimises muscle development and glycogen levels, the animal starch or sugar found in muscle tissue. Stress lowers glycogen. Well-finished, unstressed lambs have high glycogen levels, and these contribute to better meat colour, flavour and tenderness.
Lambs that you process at home that don't have any stress always eat better than what they do in the shop. And the one answer, and that's just your stress and your glycogen levels.
Being a supply chain management program, MSA doesn't stop at the farm gate. Poor handling between the farm and the processor can start to reduce benefits gained through good finishing.
Doing about 6,500 a day. And
that's 30-odd thousand you've got to find every week.
After processing, glycogen is converted to lactic acid, which has the desired effect of reducing pH levels. Insufficient lactic acid results in high pH, which then adversely affects meat's colour. This dark meat has a coarser texture, reduced tenderness, a stronger flavour and a shorter shelf life.
And if it's not meeting that pH process, it basically raises flags to say, well, hang on, there's something in the process here that's not working right. And that may mean adjusting stimulation. It may be your refrigeration is too quick or too slow or things like that. But what it does is highlights potential issues that you need to go looking for to fix.
Processors stand to gain from the MSA program as much as lamb producers, according to Davy Jones.
But by having a tool, it allows them to provide some marketing programs behind that branding there, so that they feel confident that the product will deliver consistently each time, no matter whether it's in the USA or the western part of Australia or anywhere in the Middle East. It just provides a bit of a confidence there that they can supply that marketplace against our competitors.
For a processor to be able to apply the MSA label with its tenderness guarantee and suggested cooking method, it means retailers will have added confidence for their own marketing programs.
To be able to underpin a brand is a huge benefit to a company that's looking to use that in their advertising and being able to sell their product. And like I said, the potential there, especially with this MSA and the background behind it and what's required and the basics of it is all about that eating quality and that being able to guarantee the consumer a very good product, and that's what it's all about.
When the consumer sees the MSA label, we want them to feel assured the same as you see the heart label on certain product items, that they can feel assured that that meat that they bought meets the minimum standards, that they can be satisfied that it will cook, that it will eat in a certain way, as being the standard that will apply for it.
If the MSA journey doesn't start at the farm, or the lambs arrive without the producer's MSA registration number on the National Vendor Declaration, the processor's hands are tied.
If the producer's the best prime lamb producer in the country and he wants to have his lambs at MSA standard, then he needs to put that number or get accredited and put that number on his NVD so we can continue the process through for him. Without that number, we can't help.
MLA believes a steady supply of MSA lambs will create marketing opportunities and in turn create further demand for the MSA product.
From behind.